It's Monday, May 19th, just following up on the SPY. You can see here that after buying some calls here on this little pause after the first move up, it's now making its secondary move up towards its target, which is the high of yesterday. This is a classic kind of a 3-bar here where we take out the low of the previous day in an overall uptrend and then immediately come up through the midpoint of that day. So you're targeting the high of the previous day. So now I just scaled out to set up a no risk trade. We still have this target right here at the blue line. That's technically the high of yesterday where I think it should hit. But if it doesn't, or if it hits there and then immediately fails, because that's it's just making lower lows and higher highs, you don't know what's going to happen at that inflection point. I just scaled out to set up a no risk trade. I bought the 590 calls at 633. I scaled out here at 710 a moment ago to set up a no risk trade, and now I get to see it no risk if it kind of works up to the target and maybe even above that, or if that's going to be it for the day. I mean, it's kind of we're going to see how this start to the week finishes up. You got this opening price right here, right on the first bar. That's going to be the key reference point for the rest of the week. At the moment here on the weekly chart, we're just following through from last week towards those highs, and we're holding the midpoint of that prior week. So as long as we stay above the open, we could be heading up to this little red line, these red targets up here, one after the other. If things stay strong all week, if we come back through the open, then all of a sudden there's the potential for a failure here at the megaphone high that I've had drawn in, which is kind of lower lows and higher highs. And at any point, if we get, since we hit the high the previous week, if we get a reversal back through the open, maybe we're heading lower for the rest of the week. So a lot will unfold going forward the next few days, but for now we're continuing the uptrend. Opening price action led us that way, and then given this pause here, there was high probability you were going to make kind of a push towards the highs of yesterday. So good no risk trade right now. Can't say for sure the momentum's going to stay strong day after day after day, but at least we have the reference point now for the beginning of the week for the upside. And if we have any failures, then we'll kind of know some of the targets down below as well, if once we get to that point. But for now, good trade here, to kind of either play the opening breakout here if you want to be very aggressive, or the secondary move towards the highs of yesterday.